And tell everyone we're live.
We'll do it live. Makes me wonder which would give first. That kill everything kryptonite, whichever one it was, or anti-venom, which basically lives to neutralize stuff like that.
I do not know. Alright, the links have been sent. Gondor calls for aid. Hello, Internet! Welcome back to the stream. Vegas Bear here, as always, with Makeumon.
Finally!
I'm not alone anymore!
Believe me, I hated being away from the stream because, like, I just feel guilty leaving you alone, man. I know you can handle yourself. You've done so long before I was ever a part of the stream, but, like, still.
Alrighty.
Especially with everybody else still on sabbatical right now, it's like, I am required by law to be here.
Since today is Thursday, we're back at it with Kona.
So back into the snow.
Mm-hmm. Back into the cold and dark.
Back into hell, more like. The very special frozen layer.
So the ninth circle.
It's a very special circle we call Canada. We're not quite at Alaska level yet, but we're getting there.
So last time we were sent to go find red mistonite in order to make this contraption work that should.
Influence was endless. This poor lumberjack and his daughter lived under his boot, even here in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we saw that drawing before. We were tasked with finding red mistonite that will hopefully, stop this freak snowstorm. Actually, I just had a thought. What if I equip the Geiger counter? Nothing. Fuck! Damn it! I was really hoping that would work. But yeah, Jules had us go out looking for red mistonite to hopefully counteract the effects of the snowstorm and the fucking Wendigo.
The stubbornness of advertisements kicked in today.
I went.
Can't look away to check out things for like 5 minutes or less without getting another ad going back into the stream. I had to check out a message or two, and like I had to close Twitch to get there. So when I come back, ad break. Then I decide to just buy the whole skip thing. So I leave the stream and come back, ad break. Leave the stream and come back, ad break. Just sit through it, man. It's only 30 seconds. So I hear talk you've got a particular mobile suit in your possession now.
Yes. Oh. Radiation. The... Oh, shit. I'm blanking on the name.
It's got a bunch of names. It's got a bunch of names. Gun barrel dagger, 105 dagger, just dagger.
Either way, I got it. I just need to find a box to ship it in.
Woo! That's basically the same thing I've been saying over and over when it comes to sending you Tarn and Squeeze Play.
If I find the right kind of box, you could just use that.
Fair enough.
Damn varmints. Alright.
Kind of weird though. Like, Gun of Steve Freedom came out much earlier this year, and it featured the 105 dagger there as one of the run suits that is, you know, present throughout the first half of the movie. And there was no newly announced, like, gun barrel dagger revive or anything, just nothing. At least not yet.
It had almost cost him dearly, but Carl finally had all 4 stones in hand. He could start heading towards Jules' camp.
I say not yet because we technically have everything in place to get one. Because first we got the Dagger L, which was developed from this particular machine, the 105 dagger. Then we got the original Strike Dagger, which was developed into the 105. Both of which share design elements with the 105 dagger. It's literally just a matter of time until either it gets a Bandai release or a mainline release. Then again, we've been saying the same thing for the Master Grade H3, and look where that's been going. I mean, granted, the H3 doesn't share any parts with its predecessors, but, like, we were so sure it was coming, and then it didn't.
Scientists and doctors, killing those who stay behind the front lines to care for the victims of war. Carl was well aware of what this meant. The war had already crossed the line and was now threatening to massacre everyone.
Alrighty.
How's your week been?
My week's been okay. Not too bad. Not too stressful. Much better than last week.
Yeah. Like last week was like everybody was going nuts.
Alright, you diabolical madman, I got your red mist tonight.
Avez-vous des questions? L'appareil est prêt. Il reste seulement entrer dans le ventre de la bête. Suivez le chemin de fer. Bonne chance.
Wait, I have to go in there? What should I do when I'm there?
2 balises ont été placées de chaque côté du noyau. J'avais envoyé une équipe après l'explosion, mais ils sont jamais revenus. N'oubliez pas, il faut activer les balises avant de grimper la tour radio. Une fois au sommet, installez l'appareil.
Hope for the bet? Oh my god, I'm gonna die.
La tour radio au nord devrait avoir une portée suffisante pour attaquer directement le noyau. La bystanite réagit aux ondes radio. En combinaison, les bystanites rouges et bleus devraient annuler les effets de la brume, à condition que je trouve la bonne fréquence. Tout ça.
So the last few days we've been kind of talking about DC superheroes that would actually really enjoy Spider-Man's company. Plus you.
Thank you.
And I'm just thinking, well, what about the opposite? What are some Marvel or DC characters that the other side would just not be able to stand?
I feel like Jason Todd would absolutely hate Spider-Man.
Like, I'm wanting any Marvel or DC character's opinion on the other.
Well,
But yeah, I feel like, but like on the note of the example you gave, Peter might just remind Jason a little too much of a certain Richard Grayson, if you catch my drift.
yep. Also, I feel like Joker would see Peter as a conundrum. Like, he would see him as both proof and not proof that he is right.
The man had such a bad day, he's gone completely bonkers! And he's still helping people!
Carl Faubert now had everything he needed.
How does that make any
The
sense?
resources and the courage. All he needed now was that little push. The one that pushes us off the cliff and into the icy waters. A little bit of madness.
I saw that guy and legit thought it was an enemy.
And the ultimate joke for the audience, I say for, not towards, for a reason. Upon trying and failing repeatedly to understand just how Peter functions and how something like him can exist with the life that he has, Joker willingly turned himself in and refused to move from his cell until he could actually sort this out.
Yes!
The same way Carnage did exactly that when Deadpool convinced him that there was no free will.
Didn't they have to put Carnage on suicide watch?
They actually kind of did. Like, he was refusing to eat or sleep or move from his spot.
Hi, Pog. It also should be noted, I'm not laughing at the idea of someone being put on suicide watch. I'm laughing at the idea of Carnage being on suicide watch, because Carnage is a monster. It's like if the boogeyman was suddenly on suicide watch.
On that side note, it's never as bad as you think, people. Find someone to talk to, get your emotions out there, let someone hear what you're going through. Get help.
Yep.
Carl was at the heart of it all, where the storm was drawing its energy. And bursting all over Manistan. The imposing, icy structure nevertheless seemed to have come out of a dream. The detective felt that he was once again losing his mind. Carl had to choose then and there if he was going to be the prey.
I could guarantee that Batman and the Punisher have been at each other's throats from time to time.
Don't stand still.
Oh, yeah,
The
absolutely.
phaser had an unexpected effect. Suspected.
In fact, I'm half convinced that Bruce spent years trying to track down and put Frank Castle away, and it never worked. Usually because something else happened to get in the way. There was one time he did successfully catch Castle, and they put him in Arkham. He was out in 3 days. He managed to escape with nothing but a toothbrush.
He may or may not have he may or may not have mentally scarred Victor Zsasz. Or just straight up killed him. I don't know. Whichever came first, really.
Most of the people in Arkham fear that day, because a lot of people inside the asylum died.
The city, like the inmates at Arkham Asylum, put together a petition to keep Frank Castle out of Arkham.
The satisfaction of this first success didn't last. Carl now had to reach
So
the
how are you doing today? I'm doing good. I'm drawing the big sci-fi RP server that's just a big cluster crap of what's the sci-fi universe.
Oh.
Yeah, what's the sci-fi universes merged together into a single whole massive cluster screw. Gee, where's that stuff familiar?
Despite all that, he had to get going.
Fuck off, Wendigo. Ow. Oh. He used the red mist tonight to teleport.
trying to remember the name of the character, but like in Batman the Animated Series, they kind of introduced their own version of the Punisher.
Oh. I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, I have a universe of my own doing that too, Pog. It's just that instead of an RP, it's a full-on story.
I got a multiverse kicking around in my story.
But yeah,
Fuck.
wasn't the judge. That was another big personality.
Are you sure it was like Batman? Was it, or was it like Batman Beyond?
It was Batman proper. Bruce Wayne was the one going up against him.
Had succeeded. Now he just needed to activate the repulsor at the top of the radio tower to bring all of this to an end.
Because, like, I remember his name was a play on, like, something from the justice system. Warden, I think? Because, like, he was basically just functionally DC's version of the Punisher. Closest we got to a crossover between them.
Oh, look, the Aurora Borealis.
Aurora Borealis, at this time of year, at this time of day, in this part of the country, localized entirely with your kitchen.
Yes.
May I see it?
No.
And look how I sprung right into it. I didn't miss a beat.
Was in sight. Garl felt the end was near, and for the first time, it was not his own he was contemplating, but that of the nightmare.
Yeah, fuck you, Wendigo.
Also, since you brought up Batman Beyond, can we just appreciate the beautiful irony that Warner Brothers wanted a lighter, more child-friendly teenage Batman show? So instead of a teenage Bruce Wayne, we got Terry McGinnis, and instead of what the network wanted, we got the darkest entry in the DCAU to date. Tell me I'm wrong. Batman Beyond, it's some pretty dark shit.
Yeah. I mean, Batman the Animated Series and the new, the what was it? The New Adventures of Batman, New Animated Adventures.
The new Batman Adventures.
Yeah,
The NBA.
they all tackled like some pretty tough like stuff, but Batman Beyond took it a bit further because, I mean,
like, the entire DCAU as a whole, they definitely had their moments of darkness.
Garl was no
But
longer
Batman Beyond just
the discomfort,
took a look at that and said, hold my root beer.
fear, all had evaporated,
need I bring up the Rat Boy?
replaced by a single-minded determination to put an end.
You don't bring up the canonical finale to Mr. Freeze.
Oh, poor Victor.
Victor deserved better.
He definitely deserved better.
Especially considering,
Carl had no other option.
like, those final words he gave are still haunting. Harry insists on going back to save Victor, and Victor tells him, "Believe me, you're the only one who cares." And like, context here, he's implying that Victor's implying that not even he himself cares about whether he lives or dies. No, he's just basically saying it.
I mean, at this point, he has nothing left. Nora's gone.
Nora's gone, his body degenerating again, any chance he had of a normal life has been squashed. His attempt to redeem himself and reform has been completely and utterly sabotaged. There's just nothing left. There's nothing, there are no pieces to pick up to rebuild again. He's just done.
I just realized, are we attacking the Fortress of Solitude?
It could be. We'll know if a Kryptonian comes out of there going, "Get off my lawn."
Imagine if the Wendigo was actually a Kryptonian. Biggest twist in the entire game. I'm playing the Iron Warrior, trying to figure out how to get into the Central Galaxy. It says Pog.
As if caught in the violent wind of a cyclone, Carl rejoiced for a while, then thought that the worst was now
It happened again.
the sight of
What
the weakened
happened?
creature tripped and with nowhere to
I got dropped and pulled back into the call.
wounded animals are the most dangerous. Carl had to get it over.
So whatever you had been saying right after I mentioned how, a Kryptonian would be coming out going, "Get off my lawn," I didn't hear it.
I said, imagine if the Wendigo was actually a Kryptonian. Biggest twist in the entire game.
Ooh. Yeah, that would. Woof.
Holy shit! Alright, after the storm, the fact that I awoke proves Jules right. His plan worked not. Trace remains of the broom, or the strange crystals, hallucinations, bad weather, and dizzying spells it produced. I note the death of Pierre-Marc Corbeau. Sorry. Okay. The man had a grudge against Hamilton. The rich industrialist had accidentally killed his beloved Laurel during a hunting trip. It's no great leap of the imagination to think that Corbeau would want to sabotage the operations of the Hamilton Mining Corporation. His act of revenge cost the region dearly. It sank Manistan into a broom exuded by a substance with unknown and hazardous properties. Mr. Knight stole the poor man's body, but also the physical and mental health, and sometimes even the lives, of all those who were exposed to it. feel like I've lived through a walking nightmare, a mixture of reality and surreal. Within the broom, I saw the dark products of my imagination and past tragic events come to life in many forms. To me, the creature is Pierre Marc, but also all the other living beings who were swept up in this tragedy. In the end, Jules' machine neutralized the broom, but several questions remain unanswered. Pierre-Marc Corbeau and Thomas Matos were certainly not acting alone. Who else was there? Where are they now? How could a project of this magnitude evade notice by the authorities and the media? Who, throughout history, has been in contact with Mista Knight? What do we do now? What do I do now?
Excellent question.
Oh. This is him.
Carl could hardly imagine the consequences such exposure would have on the young man's body and mind, if he even survived.
Evidently, the answer was turn into a monster and lumber around for a bit.
Lore. Carl remembered the young woman. Hamilton had accidentally shot her while on a hunting trip. Pierre Marc and Lore were a couple. Was it a thirst for revenge that pushed the young man to attack anything associated with Hamilton?
From my research in the Central Galaxy at the moment, our loyalist Emperor's children, Darth Maul, Mandalorians, 2 different principalities of Zeon, 1,000 Sun loyalist sorcerers, 1 rogue traitor,
Had been left all alone.
2 different Covenant groups from Halo, and a
There was
bunch
no
of
longer
Battletech
anyone
stuff
to
that I don't
rescue.
understand.
That swept away his heart.
Sounds to me like you need to turn a Gundam in there, wipe everything clean and start over. Or hell, just 1 Alien X.
Consumed by grief, Corbeau had nothing left to live for besides revenge.
Toute personne entendant ce message, nous procédons à une opération de secours. Les hélicoptères patrouillent le secteur de Manastal. Tâchez par tous les moyens possibles de signaler votre présence. Je répète, nous procédons à une opération de secours. Les hélicoptères patrouillent le secteur de Manastal. Tâchez par tous les moyens possibles de signaler votre présence.
The cabin's comfortable atmosphere would end up getting the better of Faubert. He needed to get out and signal for help.
So, I know you've been enjoying Expanded Omniverse so far. Have there been any particular jokes you enjoyed more?
I would have to look. I would have to like reread and look back, but the shark teeth one is still a favorite. And we have beaten Kona 2.
Hurrah, huzzah! See, there is a soundbite here that I could use for this. Ah, here we are. This is gonna be loud.
My plans as an Iron Warrior is to get there, try and convince the Emperor's children that I'm not a bad person and that the Imperium has completely gone to shit, which I'm not wrong about, and try to basically get as much technology as possible from the other factions before the Emperor children's get wise to my shenanigans. God, this game... Time for Vegas Bears review. So, this game is great. It loses some of the charm of the first one. But I feel like it more than makes up for it for the atmosphere.
Yeah. Like you can feel the isolation.
Yep. I'm not the biggest fan that they tried to, like, science up an explanation for the Wendigo. But they also, like, admit they don't know where the Mist of Night came from.
Bro, we know that came from, like, hell.
All we know is that, like, indigenous people used it once. Like, we saw the red arrowhead in the archives at the mine.
Yeah, if I have the choice between Mistonite and Titanium, I take the Titanium.
Yeah. But yeah, this game is great. I don't know if they will ever make a Kona 3. If they do, I will absolutely play
Depends on
it.
how well this one does, I guess.
This one's been out for a while. I don't know how well it did, but like, if they ever make a third one, I will definitely play it.
They'd have a hell of a task on their shoulders. You did effectively kill the Wendigo, didn't you?
Yep.
Gonna need a new giant monster thing.
Well, we never did find the communist doctor.
Ah, there's a possibility. So, for everyone's sake, you might need a new protagonist. Let this guy actually, rest after 2 games.
Yeah. It's been a number of days. I know, like, the first game took place in one day. I'm not sure how many days this game took place in. But let Carl fucking rest, man.
All I have to say is Mobile Suit Demon Engine. keep that away from red.
Oh, he would go gaga over that. Alright, so, yeah, we beat the game.
And it's still pretty early in the stream. What?
I don't know. I was expecting this to go on longer. Of course, I gotta load into the game in order to quit out of the game, because that makes sense. Alright, let me just take a look at what I've got. Let me uninstall Kona. We could do Scanner Sombre.
Works for me.
Let me just edit the title.
What's sad is that I did actually consider playing Helldivers 2 for a while, and after attempting to dive into some of the lore, I realized, yeah, I wouldn't be fighting for Super Earth. At least, not the way they want me to.
Alrighty. Time for some Scanner Sombre. I haven't done this one since Halloween, or well, October.
Oh yeah, this one's gonna be great.
I love that it
Still
has to
prior
load
to
in.
Christmas, but hey. It's, technically wouldn't really fit for New Year's Eve, but hey. Christmas Eve venture is still good too, even if we are a few days early.
Yeah.
Huh. What's this down here?
Bunger? Bunger, 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 bunger!
It has a pie. It smells like bomb.
Bunger bomb!
Like, it has a pie that smells like bomb. I'm just gonna keep this away from any naive, idiotic sea sponges or overly grumpy octopi. I can words today.
You ever find it weird that his name was Squidward when he's not a squid?
Well, they kind of openly joked about that. I first read about it in a Nick magazine, but he is an octopus. Name Octoword just didn't quite catch on. It didn't have the right ring.
Ah.
Act like a pro. Yeah, my uncle throws in a joke at Squidward's expense. It's not enough to look like Squidward, you have to act like him too. Boy, oh boy, do I love playing the clarinet. I practice and practice all day long, but I never get any better. Tell us what you really think, SpongeBob. Youch! Makes you wonder who or what used to live down here to have such, elaborate architecture going on.
Well, remember, there used to be a cult down here.
Oh yeah. Hopefully there's no shrines for sacrificing people to the elder gods down here. No, wait, there was one. People were supposed to be thrown off of it. So yeah, a cult that did ritual sacrifices. Great!
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, there's, like, people standing there.
People?
Footprints.
If they're showing up, they're recent.
I think because the scanner can't pick up people. So if there's someone there, it's just the outline of what's not there.
And with that, knowing about the cult down here, makes me worried for our safety. More so than being in a cave that can potentially collapse on us already does.
I know, with how many support struts there are in here, I don't even know if this thing is capable of caving in on itself.
Tell that to earthquakes.
Half these things look like they were lodged in here by earthquakes. Ah! I love how I say that and immediately just fall. Half these things look like they were lodged in here by earthquake. Oh God!
See what I mean? This place is dangerous.
It's nowhere near as dangerous as Canada.
Aren't we still in Canada, though? Or is this a different part of the world?
I don't know, actually. See how there's a body, like the shape of a body here?
I will once the outbreak ends. Okay, it's on the TV now. Yeah, I see it.
That means there's a body here, but the scanner isn't able to pick it up.
It also means you were walking on it.
Well, I'm a cave explorer, not an archaeologist.
I know a particular Trill who would be very, very angry to hear you say that. Never gonna get tired of the way this game works.
This game is so fucking cool. Very atmospheric too.
I love it. It's already been an hour. Jeez.
Well, when we finished Kona, it was like 43 minutes.
I just mean like for the stream overall. In spite of the whole cult shtick, this game is oddly relaxing.
Mm-hmm. I got turned around. looks like a long way down.
I detect the faintest whiff of rotten eggs down there. It may legit be a gateway to hell.
I was gonna say it's either sulfur or my grandmother is down there.
I don't know how to respond to that.
Whenever she would pass gas, it would smell like rotten eggs.
Okay then. And we are definitely at like the site of a temple now.
Question is, where do we go from here? Oh, I think I know. Nope.
I'd ask which Lancer Corps would try to recruit the Hulk, but face it, none of them have a ring that fits.
I do. Okay. That's not true because the rings can resize themselves.
Right.
I know this because Cog became a Green Lantern.
Okay, so I got nothing.
Fucking King Kong became a Green Lantern.
That'd be like Godzilla becoming a Red Lantern, like, holy shit. Imagine having to do this kind of stuff with Forerunner ruins in the Halo universe. You know it's just gonna be a matter of time before something awful leaks out at you.
Oh, yeah.
Big place.
Mm-hmm. Wait, could it be that we just went in a circle?
Might have.
Son of a bitch. Okay, so yeah, this is where they had the sacrifice. I remember that. And these are the prisons. We were here. This is where we started. Right, I jumped down here. I think that's what got me all turned upside down. Wait, they both go to the... Okay, weird. I didn't think we would get stuck. Maybe it's because I fell down. Yeah, okay, yeah, no. It was because of that, because I fell down. We got lost because of a goof. Cultists slept and ate here. Like the monks who came after, they spent their time in silent prayer to an unanswering God. Now we're finally back on track with progress. Oh, fuck me. That's spooky. Hold on. So there, Mekumon?
Yeah. Well, I wasn't expecting that.
No one expects the Shadow Inquisition.
Considering, the prizes today, you want to cut it short like an hour and a half?
Yeah, is everything good?
Yeah, I think I'm starting to crash out. Sleep's been inconsistent this week.
Alright, let me get another burst scan in here. Alright, well, I guess we will end it here for today, a little earlier than usual, but that's fine. We managed to finish Kona 2. So I'm happy.
Yeah.
Now I just need to figure out what we'll be playing on Thursdays. Maybe more Scanner Sombre.
Like, there's always that.
But thank you all for watching. This has been Vegas Bear 92.
And Meikuon.
Thank you for joining us on this little journey into Quebec, Canada, and also a cave. And as always, you can support us through donations here on Twitch or subscribing to the Twitch channel. But we also know like times are tough, especially during this part of the year. So you can support us in other ways that don't involve, donating or spending money. You can support us simply just by being here, interacting with us, following the Twitch channel, liking the videos, subscribing to the YouTube channel, which is Vegas Bear, capital V, capital Bear. And also, word of mouth. Get our name out there. Tell your friends and tell everyone you know who cares about video games. So, until tomorrow, stay safe, stay comfy, be good to each other, and we'll see you tomorrow with more Fallout Friday. Peace!
Off to the swampland.
Time to shoot some hillbillies.